let's talk a little bit about CAL, or clinical attachment level, and attached tissue. So I've come up with a mock presentation here in hopes of helping. When we're talking about the clinical attachment level, just as a review, that is going to be the foundation that's holding that tooth in. So there are going to be 6 numbers recorded for it, 3 on the buccal and 3 on the lingual. But we're going to work through it here just on the buccal. So let's say tooth number 2. All right, this is different than the paper you have at home, because up here I have mucogingival line, because I want you to just put a check mark if there is no attached gingiva. That's what that stands for. So we only have 1 number recorded for the mucogingival line, and that's going to be the direct buccal of the tooth. First, we're going to look at determining our clinical attachment level. If we have a baseline probing depth of 4 to 4, and we have a gingival margin of 2 right at the direct buccal, our clinical attachment level is going to be 4 plus 0 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 4 plus 0 equals 4. That's the clinical attachment level for the buccal of that tooth. It includes a distal, a buccal, and a mesial rating. For tooth number 2, we're going to do 3 plus 0 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 2 is 5. That will be the clinical attachment level for tooth number 2. For tooth number 3, 5 plus 0 is 5, 3 plus 1 is 4, 2 plus 0 is 2, and then for tooth number 4, which has no recession, because remember gingival margin is where the gingival margin sits, there's no recession, 3 plus 0 is 3, 1 plus 0 is 1, and 3 plus 0 is 3. The mucogingival, to get whether the band of attached gingiva, so let me see if I can show you this to you. Okay, so in this picture here, this pink tissue is the attached tissue, and this pink tissue up here is the attached tissue. I can see the mucogingival line right here. It separates the attached tissue from the alveolar mucosa. So the way we determine how much attached tissue this person has is to first measure from the gingival margin to the mucogingival junction and obtain a number, and then we stick our probe in that pocket and we collect a measurement. So let's say our probe goes below the gum line to here. This much right here is what's going to be the attached tissue. I don't know if this is showing up very well, but I'm hopeful that it is. Okay, so let's look at it for this tooth here. The mucogingival junction is here, so I would measure with my probe. Let's say we got 6 millimeters there from the gingival margin to the mucogingival junction, and then I put my probe in and I have 2 millimeters. My probe lands right there. So the amount of attached gingiva is going to be from here to here. 6 minus 2 is 4. If you look back here, it looks like the mucogingival line comes right up just about to the tissue here. Remember I said that the premolars were the most common areas for having mucogingival involvement or no attached tissue? This is a great picture of what that looks like. If we were to put a Q-tip here and fold it up, it would probably go right up to the margin. There's no attached tissue here or mucogingival involvement. All right, so on paper, what does that look like? If I have a mucogingival line of 2 for tooth number 1, that means I put my probe at the mucogingival line and measured up to the gingival margin. I had 2. So the mucogingival, or area of attached tissue for this tooth, is going to be our mucogingival line or junction minus our probing depth of 2. So 2 minus 2 equals 0. So that means yes, there is no attached tissue there. To determine the attached tissue for tooth number 2, we take our mucogingival line and subtract the pocket depth, 4 minus 2 is 2. So there is attached tissue there. 0 millimeters or 1 millimeter is indicative of no attached tissue. All right, or mucogingival involvement. For tooth number 3, we're going to take 6 and subtract our pocket depth in the center here. So 6 minus 1 is 5. That means there's a 5 millimeter band of attached tissue. That tooth is in good shape. For tooth number 4, we're going to take 3 minus 1, and that's going to give us 2 millimeters of attached tissue. So we're good with that one too. I hope this is helpful. You can let me know.